wholeness and balanced vibrations, family. I trust vibing in resonance. It's a beautiful day. It's happened to the moment right now. And I'm honored that you're in this moment with me, the reflection of you, Curtis Rue, just one of the many, and I'm honored to. And today, I found myself frustrated. I gotta be transparent with the family because I realized that the reason we communicate and we're supposed to communicate more is not just to see the highlights of life. It's to see the wholeness of it because you're a reflection of me, and if I can't see the reflection of me, if we're not even in that space of transparency, then I miss out on part of lessons that I can learn from you instead of going through that personally myself. So it's one of the things. Now we're in this space, we're in resonance. So frustrated, I was frustrated because when you feel the need to do, like, you know better and you do better. That's the industry. If you know better, you do better. And so many things to be aware of that it can be overwhelming to actually stand into that resonance of oneself. And because you know better, you do better. If it was a child, you would say, no, check this out, no, do this. You wouldn't let them, go into certain places where things aren't safe or not in the best resonance for them at that particular time. And I'm typically way harder on myself than anybody else can ever be. And because you're with you. So you're going to, of course, give yourself that fire. And shout out to all the Leos. This is actually coming through Leo season. I think the next new moon is in Leo. So I know the date that is currently going into Virgo, but much love to everybody coming with that resonance. But this fire right here. So motivation. What motivates me is action. And when I find myself getting into those spaces where I'm gonna chill today, you get into that mindset. Well, I'm gonna just chill and not work out what you wanted to do, or not get up and do um, whatever you said you desire to do for yourself, because you are the anchor, you're the driver of the ship, you're in control of this thing. You're not to be a victim. Don't allow yourself to be your victim. That's another thing you can get frustrated about. Even thinking with the victim mindset that I can't, or maybe, or doubts seeks into the space. You gotta eradicate it. Why? Because it's poison. Still water, breeds life for other things to germinate within it. Breeds life. So you gotta be current. You gotta move with the current. You gotta be in resonance for myself. And these things, how do I stay in awareness? Kurt, how do you stay talking to self? I know the stones of the day. I know the colors of the day. I know the frequency of the day. I know the territory of and all these things are when. Today is Ruby Day. It's Sunday. It's the planetary mantra for the day. The colors to match that space. So this is a Ruby Flower Life Pendant. Know the frequencies of the day. And all of this is found in the Cosmic Energy on the Secret Energy chat. It's also on the YouTube channel where it has the frequencies on our page, One Tribe HMU on YouTube. Please subscribe, because we also have that space available, as well as one on library.tv. Library.tv is one of the newer blockchain technology that allows you to post there and they don't do any censoring like it's being done now when it comes to a lot of expanding awareness type things, expanded awareness on certain platforms like this one and no others. Subscribe there. You can get some raw videos there. I lose track of thought. You move, actions, motivation, and it's like that. You remember those times within the workout, or times within doing something that you love to do, where you're getting a burn from it. You're sweating from it. You're getting it in, and it feels so good. After you've done, what you said you were going to do, and that moment of bliss that is fleeting. It's in that moment alone. You can't pop that every time, but you can remember it because you've been there before. So you remember that space, and you're like, and you're like, I want to get back there. But get back there takes you going up there. You gotta move. You gotta go. You know what I mean? And just like before any long run, it can either intimidate you or it can motivate you. So I got some scars on my leg, family. This is right here. This blisters right here. Can't even see it. I got both of my legs right there. And that came from hesitation. Hesitation. Doing some vertical leaps in the gym, and a spot that I've gotten, a height that I've gotten many times, like right around this area. I don't measure it actually, but it's right around there. And the first jump I went to go take on it, I hesitated. Jumped on it, boom, bust my shins up, and it hurt. But I immediately knew what I did, because I was like, fuck, I hesitated. And then, because I'm out in the open, it's in the gym, and there's people out here, and they see this big, this big sound, I was motivated to do it again. I'm in there. I know I can get this now. You know you can get it before that, but you hesitated. And I did like 30 more. And that was the space with it. I say that because actions, it wasn't that I can't do it. It's my mind hesitated on thinking I could do it in that very moment, bust my shins open. And now I have a lasting, a healing reminder of what I can do. Got two of them. What I can do. And so, this is way easier said than done. I promise you, there's so many things that pulls us away from traction, distraction from self. So many things that you may forget this message and how resonated it was for you. It happens. You may forget in the knowing that you're having right now that I can do it. I can do whatever I set my mind and my heart to, that combination of the whole you. And if this stops at any time, I'm going to just share from here, because my phone will be acting up. So, remind you, put things in your space that remind you of you can do. Like, you got this. All I got to do is get into resonance. I'm about to get in here, get a little workout in. I don't want to make this long. Just wanted to get on, share some love, because actions are about to get, and and one more thing, family. I don't give it. This is what happens, I said, for myself, and I'm pretty sure many others too. People hate on if you're not average. Fuck that shit. I got a brother who is a motivational speaker, Brother Tim Bowers, and he says from average to awesome. That's his presentation. That's his motivation. He's a motivational speaker. From average to awesome. And I do many things. I have a lot of energy. I'm a 1, Sun resonance, Jupiter resonance, Leo. It's how I was raised, how I am. I have a lot of energy. So I express that in a number of unique ways. And so many times coming through life, people are like, why are you doing that? You're so extra. Why you do so much? Everybody ain't you. And they would say this, and I would feel bad about being myself. So that shit, it haunted me. Like, it really did. I wouldn't, and I know many people who do the same. Like, oh, I don't want to do this because somebody else tries to compare you with something else that is not you. It cannot be. It is impossible to be duplicated. You are the only you. Look at your spin. Look at your fire. Look at your body. Look in your eyes. Look, you are the only you around. So nobody else gonna do no shit you do. Like, straight up, I gotta be raw with this, cause this shit had me stuck for a minute, and I hope this frees you out. I'm gonna show you just some things I do just for energy. I can't do a normal workout. It doesn't excite me, so I gotta do stuff like this. Let me see if I can that in here play? And you can see. Okay, so I do a workout or a dance, moving, come down here. Let's go here. Come on. We go back down, and that'd be one circuit, and that's what it is. And if everybody can't do it, that's fine with me. But I would really do this, and that would excite me to do it again, and to do it again, to do it again. Because then for me, it will become a dance. And keeping that pattern, it circulates like the wholeness of myself. So everything is circulating. So I get tired. I won't get I'm fueled from head to toe. So this is what these boundaries placed within the mind by subtle programming. Some a little more intrusive than others, but these are all programs that we have to shatter. And this is what being unique is. This is being yourself. You don't have to be anything. You just be self, like, and operate with that. Turn this, because it's all in your mind. Turn some of these voices off, or have specific guardians set within the space. This be one of them. Ruby, things that keeps you in resonance. Have that shit around you. Have the sounds playing. Have some stuff that really speaks to your uniqueness and who you are in there. Not no external people necessarily. Nobody can do this for you. You have to do it yourself. And this is the great, wisdom you have to do. You have to do. And you don't give a fuck what anyone has to compare you to. That's not in your resonance. This is what they say. What you call. It's what you answer to, not what you're called. So if someone said, everything, all is self anyway. So if someone calls you something or says something, fortify your space, your love of self, Fortify that love of self. Fortify that love of self, so that nothing breaks your walls down. Like you stand, you're flexible. Get your body moving. You gotta move. This is a physical experience. This is multi-dimensional. This would be the physical, just one dimension of your being. And just know this is your ship. So the better you take care of your ship, the better you can go. You can flow. Whenever it clicks for you, you got an amazing archetype of a body to explore and use to get into a number of spaces. Last thing, I'm gonna leave it at this. Our ancestors are in the future. And we hear this quite for another couple of years now from one particular source, Secret Energy. But the more I dive into this, Brother Savon Bomar, thank you, bro. Bruh. When you check out ancient civilization, ancient knowledge, ancient structures, and you really start to dive in there outside of the normal BS that's configured to teach you this ology study of Egyptology, in Hindu, and in Asia, in Hindi, and India. A lot of these ancient places where amazing societies have left their mark, like literally left a day, 50 feet, 300 feet, something to remind you, grandson, granddaughter, baby girl, baby boy, supreme being of my loins, my energy, my love, sending something to you. Just realize that we fell in intelligence. Like fell. Let's say from 5-strand to 2-strand DNA. But tap in, because when you tap into some of this knowledge, some of these lingams, some of these pyramid structures, geometries, many of these things, they tell you that these things that you have now has been done, like this battery, these solar, this free energy, this even how these kingdoms and structures, that has been done throughout time. The same exact layout and same exact patterns, love patterns, right? You can see these patterns, and that's the only way you get out of circles, is realize that there's cycles and spiral up. Let's go. Change the dimension. You're going from that 2-dimensional flat to, let's get some depth within this thing. We're deeper. We're older than we know. We have so much to give, and we have given so much throughout time. So remembering who we are, because these things have been done already. Get on the good foot. Left, right, middle, up, down, center. Let's get the balance going. Remember your arbitrary component within yourself that tells you when you're polarized. When you're polarized to now you're centered. You're centered. And you're centered. And I'm going to give that to you one more time, family. That physical. Because it felt good. And just to give you a little more motivation before we head out. This is it. If it's cuts off, one love, holiness, and balanced vibrations on your brother Curtis Aru. The reflection of you. Keep vibing in resonance. I'm one of the many. And I'm on it too. Top speed. Let's go. That's 1, 2, 3. You do something to get it back off, and you keep it going. I'm gonna keep flowing. Wholeness and balanced vibrations. Top speed.